Mr. Speaker, Americans are bewildered about what's happening in our nation today. Americans that actually work have deep concerns about the future of our country. It's incredible to observe from our perspective as a humble constitutionalist servant within this august body exactly what's going on with my colleagues across the aisle and our newly inaugurated executive branch. We have moved from policies out of our executive that put America first to policies out of the President's administration to put America last. We're facing $31 trillion in debt. Let me help my American brothers and sisters that work very hard to earn their living and have portions of their income seized and sent to Washington, D.C. Let me help them get their head wrapped around $31 trillion in debt. If this body, which is responsible constitutionally for all federal spending, were to run a $1 billion surplus in a fiscal year, meaning we spent $1 billion less in federal expenditures than we took in federal revenue, $1 billion, it would require 31,000 years of a $1 billion surplus to address a $31 trillion debt, because a trillion is 1,000 billion and a billion is 1,000 million. It's insane what's being presented as fiscal responsibility out of the Biden administration's White House in their budget request. President Biden shut down the Keystone Pipeline, killed thousands of American jobs overnight with the stroke of his pen on his first day in office, and now has approved support for a Russian pipeline where, under the guise of ecological concern, is why he shut down Keystone, is done incredibly clean in America. The oil and gas industry, energy industry in America is the cleanest in the world. We're going to shut down an American pipeline and approve and authorize a Russian pipeline? It's absurd the direction we're going in. Our border crisis, my sources, which are accurate, we've had at least 700 to 800,000 illegal crossings this year. Our vice president allegedly has been put in charge of handling the border. She can't find her way to South Texas. We should send a map to the White House. Israel. Could you imagine what our response should be as a nation if we received 8,000 rockets fired at our citizens? We should be standing unwavering beside our ally, Israel. A nation that stands against Israel stands against itself. I thank the Speaker for allowing me to address the House, and I thank my colleague for holding this important special order this evening. I yield the balance of my time.